What's up? Welcome to Relationships with Ryan. I'm Ryan, and this is Lake Gregory. More like a gigantic pond, but got a little water park back there. Had some fun with the family. And today's message is the cost of discovering a priceless experience. So over here, there's a water park, and there's a bunch of these belly boards. They're like these gigantic, solid, like fiberglass surfboards, but they're not surfboards. They're a lot different. They're really heavy. And Vivi is our 3.5-year-old toddler, and she's super scared of the water. She's very scared of the water, the waves, just getting splashed in the face like so much. And it took me a little while, but I convinced her to get on the front of one of those belly boards. If you can see, it's way over there. It's like a little yellow board in the water. It's not little. It's like I want to say it's about 12 feet long and really, really thick and like almost like a gigantic stand-up paddleboard type thing. But I convinced her to get on the front of one and I could paddle her around the lake. And she was so scared. She did not want to do it. She said, no, I want to go be with mommy and all this stuff. And finally, I got her. I convinced her. I just like pulled her hand. It's like just a little bit. And she did it. She finally did it. She got on there. And after about 30 seconds of cruising through the water, her face gliding right next to the surface, and she could see into the water underneath, the vegetation and stuff underneath, she was having a blast. Whoa, I'm on the board. She started laughing, and we paddled up to Callie. She was on the board, and she was having a good old time. And after like 5 minutes, I asked her, you want to go back in the shore? And she said, no, I want to be on the board. Vivi's on the board. And she was just having a blast. She was so happy, and then she started turning around on the board, her legs hanging off, and she'd turn around and sit and just look at me. We'd talk a little bit, and then she'd turn around, and we'd paddle, and she would just cruising over the surface of the water. And she was having a blast. And man, my hair is crazy. But the cost of her having that experience, she loved it. After we got back on the shore, she wanted to go back out and out and out again. And she discovered this amazing experience. But the cost of that, or the price, I guess the better word is the price of that priceless experience for her was to take a risk. She had to really risk and get past her fears and trust me. And it makes me think of Lucy and I. Man, our whole marriage, like I'm the crazy guy. I'm the super nutty, crazy guy. I don't know if nutty is the right word, probably, but just really crazy. Like I'm always trying to get Lucy to go out and do different experiences with me, even like this lake right here. And go on crazy trails. Even I remember going trails at night, hiking trails at night, really spooky, out in the ocean, waves. I mean, she's been terrified so many times. But I struggled so much to get her to have these experiences with me. And at the same time, I've hesitated when she wanted to do certain things like move to Los Angeles. And that was a hard one for me to swallow. And it turned out to be priceless and changed us forever. And I keep getting these texts. So my question for you today is, where do you find yourself inside your marriage, hesitating or scared and not willing to take a risk and possibly discover something that will change the game for you? I think it's more powerful than just the experience. Here's the thing, when Lucy does something crazy with me, like getting in the ocean, she was terrified of the ocean, terrified of the water, the waves, and she still is super scared, but I'm talking like a scared dog, shaking, shivering, just the fear on her face. She was terrified. And she hasn't learned to absolutely love it, but she's gotten so much more comfortable, and it's opened her up to a whole new world. But the thing is, for me, it's beyond the actual experience of the water. Like her being out there with me, like that means more to me than the damn ocean or the waves or the snorkeling or anything like that. Like her trusting me and being with me and having this new experience with me, like that means the world to me. So where do you find yourself inside your marriage, not willing to risk experiencing something new with or for your spouse? And if you find yourself, like me, the first 10 to 11 years in your marriage, or in my marriage, 10, 11 years inside my marriage, like struggling to get your spouse to try something new, to experiment, to have some fun, to get outside the box, to change some things up. I struggled my butt off for over a decade, trying to convince her, it's like I was pulling teeth to get her to go do something with me. Something new. It could have been new in sex, could have been new in the ocean, could have been new in something that we do with the kids. Oh my gosh, just to get her to release a little bit of the control with the kids. And I'm having date nights. So we have date nights every week now. That was a big deal because she was so scared to be away from the kids for a couple hours, even with a babysitter. So if you find yourself struggling or stuck trying to convince your spouse to try something new, experiment something new, I encourage you to check out ruthlesslycommitted.com and reserve your spot now for our Ruthlessly Committed Couples Intensive, October 4th. And we're giving away some powerful tools, skill sets, training, and get you guys on the road to having a powerful, passionate marriage.
Hell yeah.
This is cool being here. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Gosh, I'm ruthlessly committed and relationships with Ryan. I'll see you next time.